In the last video, Robert Clive made Mir Jafar the Nawab after Plassey. The company was now the kingmaker of Bengal. But Mir Jafar couldn't pay the company's endless demands for money. So in 1760, the company replaced him with his son in law, Mir Qasim. They thought Mir Qasim would be another puppet. They were wrong. This led to the Battle of Buxar. Mir Qasim was not like Mir Jafar. He was an efficient and independent ruler. He wanted to free Bengal from company control. First, he shifted his capital from Murshidabad to Munger in Bihar, far from Calcutta and company influence. His biggest problem was the same as Sirajud-Daula's. Company officials were misusing the Farman of 1717. They claimed duty free trade for the company, but used it for their own private business too. Indian merchants had to pay taxes, but the English did not. This was destroying local trade. So in 1763, Mir Qasim took a bold step. He abolished all inland duties. Now, both Indian and English merchants could trade tax free. This meant the company lost its unfair advantage. The company was furious. They declared war on Mir Qasim. Mir Qasim knew he couldn't defeat the British alone, so he formed a powerful alliance. He joined hands with Shujauddaulah, the Nawab of Awadh, and with Shah Alam II, the Mughal emperor himself. On one side, the Nawab of Bengal, the Nawab of Awadh, and the Mughal emperor. On the other side, the English East India Company led by Major Hector Munro. The two armies met at Buxar, a town near Patna, on 22nd October 1764. Unlike Plassey, the Battle of Buxar was a real battle. No major betrayal, no rain to save anyone. It was fought with full strength on both sides. But the company's army was better trained, better disciplined, and had better leadership under Hector Munro. The Allied forces were completely defeated. Mir Qasim fled and died in poverty. Shujauddaulah surrendered, and the Mughal emperor Shah Alam II came under company protection. This was massive. The company had now defeated not just a Nawab, but the Nawab of Awadh and the Mughal emperor himself. In 1765, Robert Clive came back to India as governor of Bengal. He signed the Treaty of Allahabad with Shujauddaulah and Shah Alam II, and this treaty changed everything. First, with Shujauddaulah, the Nawab of Awadh was restored to his throne, but he had to pay 50 lakh rupees as war indemnity. He also had to surrender the districts of Kora and Allahabad to the Mughal emperor. Second, with the Mughal emperor Shah Alam II. This was the real prize. The emperor granted the company the Diwani of Bengal, Bihar, and Orissa. Diwani means the right to collect revenue, the right to collect the tax of one of the richest provinces in India. In return, the company agreed to pay the emperor 26 lakh rupees every year. The company also got the Nizamat functions, which means military defense and criminal justice, but they left that to the Nawab. This arrangement was called the dual system of administration. Let's understand the dual system. The company now had Diwani rights. It would collect all the revenue from Bengal, Bihar, and Orissa. The Nawab was responsible for Nizamat functions. That means law and order and criminal justice. But here's the trick. The Nawab had to maintain law and order, but he had no money because all the revenue was collected by the company. The company gave the Nawab a fixed allowance to run the administration. So the Nawab had the responsibility, but the company had the power. The company had power without responsibility. Robert Clive described Bengal as a place where the company had an empire without a constitution. This dual system had terrible consequences. The company's only aim was to collect maximum revenue. They did not care about the people. They forced peasants to grow cash crops like indigo instead of food. In 1770, Bengal faced a terrible famine. Almost one third of the population died. The dual system failed. The British Parliament had to intervene. This led to the Regulating Act of 1773, which we'll cover in video 5. The Battle of Buxar was the real turning point. After Plassey, the company got influence. After Buxar, the company got an empire. Buxar gave the British Bengal on a platter. But how did they take over the rest of India? Through wars, treaties, and two clever policies: subsidiary alliance and doctrine of lapse. That's video 4. In the next video, we'll see how Wellesley and Dalhousie annexed kingdom after kingdom. Subscribe now and comment